It is August 17, 2020. I got a call from a customer here. Says that her tub drain is broken. Could be just the overflow or the pop-up or whatever you call it. But she could need a whole rebuild with a new shoe and everything. So we're just gonna go take a look over at the location, see what's going on. Hopefully we can help her out. I'll see if I can get you some shots. It's in a crawl space, so unlikely, but I'll do my best. Here we go.
Plate, you can't screw it in because it's down. The other part underneath the plate is broke. You want to flip that light on? And
sure.
I got a flashlight.
That's okay.
Want to look down in there?
So what's going on here? So this is broken?
Yeah, that's broke, and it has a screw that screws down to another part, and the other part is broke.
So does it drain?
Oh yeah, it drains. But there was some gunk coming out of it, and then the other day a whole big glob came out. Like, oh Lord.
Okay. So these screws are just totally shot. I mean, they're just not working. Does this work?
That works. Yeah, that works. I can fill the tub. It's just that part underneath the plate right there. It's got a piece off. Yeah, it's got a piece off.
Yeah, it did break, huh? You can see it. There's like a little break there. Yeah, okay. So if we were to run water, it doesn't leak underneath the house, right?
No.
Okay, good.
No, there's no leak, and this fills up just fine.
Okay, so it does stop up, so that's good.
Yeah, I don't have any problem with that. So, must have been plugged in. The force of the water going in, you know, with the plate broke off, it pushed that glob out of there. Glob of hair. How do you keep your hair from going in there if you want to wash your hair?
Yeah.
That's where I wash my hair.
Mm-hmm.
But it takes, I think it plugged in.
So let me ask you this. Did somebody break that on purpose or did it just snap?
It just broke.
Okay.
No.
Now I will tell you to be completely honest, it's not necessarily a huge issue unless it's causing you problems. So unless it's causing you a leak, it's causing you to not have a drain that drains properly, or it's causing you to not be able to operate your stopper. Does that make sense?
Right.
So the shoe there, that cross, that's meant for the purpose of installing it, as well as installing, sometimes people put a little thing that screws into the top of it. It's like a stopper, instead of using the overflow stopper. Does that make sense? So it's not necessarily a huge issue, but if you want to replace it, we can totally do that, okay?
I'd like to replace it. You mean you're just gonna, if you could just replace that broken piece?
I hope so, but I don't know. I have to go look underneath the house.
Okay.
We got to go see underneath the house and see if it needs to be cut back. Because my guess is, I mean, have you had any sewer repairs done?
No.
No? Okay. So we would have to take a look at that and see if you have any sections that I can take a hold of and bring a new piece over, because it probably all needs to be replaced. You might have some pretty old cast iron, and sometimes that's tough to...
Well, I had some pieces replaced under there.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's good.
So it hasn't been too bad. They said the rest of it looks good.
Okay.
Because I had them do that. I had Sherry come out and do that.
Okay. All right. So let me get under there and go take a look, and we'll see what's going on down there and see what I can see as far as where this drain is. Okay. No, I don't see any water in the middle, but there is water underneath where your bathtub drain is. Okay. So it looks like it's broken. Let's go take a look. See what's going on here. Oh, Mr. Mousy bit the dust. Hi, little buddy. All right. So you can see here, there's quite a bit of water. So she's had a leak here for some time. It looks to me like it's leaking from up here. The hell is that? Oh, it's a cricket. or grasshopper. All right. And you can see there's water damage here. And then going up here, there's also water damage on the bottom of the line. So I think it needs to be replaced. Unfortunately, looks to me like that shoe has been leaking for years. See how blue that is? Oh, good. Let me switch over to my other flash. There we go. Whoops, hang on. Oh, come on, you suck. Okay, there we go. So you can see it's pretty blue. And this whole thing, see how the water's there? And then it comes down, it's all leaky here, and then leaking down in here. I mean, not good. Whole thing's probably shot. Have to replace the whole section, so. Just run a little bit. See if it's leaking too bad. She's running water, but nothing's leaking. But I mean, there is some serious water down here. Ma'am, can you shut it off? Can you flush the toilet? Can you flush the toilet, please, ma'am? Yeah, there's nothing. I mean, nothing's actively leaking, but there's obviously something wrong here because, I mean, there's a bunch of water here. I don't know if that's been here for a couple of days or a couple of years, or maybe she has something going on here. Because there's moisture coming in through the wall. But I mean, and this is wet, but it's not necessarily leaking actively. It is wet though on the bottom, so it probably needs to be replaced. All right. The physical cause of the water underneath the home is unknown, as after testing it seemed as though the water was not coming from the drain but rather coming from the ground or something along those lines. All right, it is August 18, 2020. Headed back over to the customer who needs a new tub shoe. Like I said before, the drain is fine. You know, it drains. I think she just had some kind of ground moisture. So we're gonna head over and see if I can just replace the shoe, and if not, I'll crawl underneath and we'll replace that whole connection. So I'll get you guys some shots. Here we go. Okay, so the customer decided that it would be not necessary to exchange the tub shoe, as I explained to her that it's not necessarily broken, and that the only thing wrong with it is the fact that the crosshairs broke on the inside of the shoe. It wasn't leaking and the stopper worked properly, so we deemed it wasn't necessary in order to operate the tub properly.
I thought I'd get a new one.
So just one of the blades broke?
Yeah.
Okay.
I looked down in there and one of the blades was broke.
Oh yeah, it's just a Badger 1.
Yeah.
Just the old Badger 1 3rd horsepower.
Oh, you know about those?
They don't have one of those really good warranties. But yeah, we could swap this out for you.
Put it in here.
Wouldn't be too hard.
Okay. Yeah.
It'll work. I mean, I what I'll do is I could just replace the garbage disposal, but the drain itself, you can see it. I mean, it's seen better days.
Oh, the drain's okay, probably.
Yeah.
That's all right. You
So
can replace the garbage disposal.
yeah, we could do that.
Okay.
So I just probably, so the basket strainer seems like it's okay.
Yeah.
It comes with one, so we could replace that too.
Oh, okay.
It's a little bit crusty, so we could probably just replace that too if you wanted. You know, just putty it up and slap that sucker in there. Wouldn't be hard.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So if
See,
you
the
want to
guy that
replace it,
built
we
this
can do that.
house built that one over there.
Did he?
Brick one. Yeah. And she had the same linoleum. He built the cabinets too. Cabinets are good.
Mm-hmm. I mean, nice cabinets, but hey, the plumbing, there's no shutoffs. You can just, you got a couple Hyco 90s, so it's threaded in, and it comes up and it's sweated in, and then they connect it straight to the faucet. And then you can see the drain. But yeah, basically, so if we were to replace this, we'd have to,
Shut the water off.
yeah, you'd have to shut the water off at your well or the whole house.
It's right out there in the garage where we shut the water off.
Yeah, you'd have to shut the whole house off.
Yeah, that's all right.
And then we could do that, and then we could replace your sink.
Yeah.
And then you have a new faucet for this?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Probably comes with a pop-up and everything, so. Okay, so we are not doing the tub repair, but she does have a broken garbage disposal. So I guess we're gonna do that now. Yeah. Guess we'll see what's going on with that. Probably just have to replace it, so I'm headed to the supply shop now. Gonna go get a new Badger 1. So, alright. Alright, so we got the garbage disposal out. Just gonna swap it out here real quick. I hard piped it in, hard wired.
There too?
Mm-hmm. So you can see it here. Whoops, hang on.
It's
Bing.
running.
Yep.
Better shut it off.
Yeah, it works.
Oh.
That's the one we want.
Oh,
So I wired it right. That's good.
okay.
So let's hook her up and we'll get you going, okay? Oh yeah, of course. Alright, so we checked it for leaks. No leaks. No leaks. No leaks. Everything's good here. So we're good to go.
Well, that'll make me feel better. I hate all that cruddy stuff coming up. You know, when you can't
Up in here. Alright. Just left that one. Gotta go back and put in a lavatory sink. But that's probably not going to be for a couple weeks. She's going to order it and get it in. So anyway, she was really happy with that. We tested it, checked it for leaks, no leaks. You know, everything worked good. So the old one was really jammed up. She said the thing was original. I said, holy snot. On 1/3 horsepower, that's 50 years old. That's kind of crazy. I don't know if they made those 50 years ago, but anyways, on to the next one. Here we go.